Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today, we're going to be talking about Kagurabachi Chapter 114. Like and subscribe for more content. The 6th Enchanted Blade User Revealed. Kagurabachi Chapter 114. This chapter spans 19 pages and features Mashiro Shuji, introduced in the previous chapter as Shiba's junior and a sorcerer for hire. The chapter cover showcases Mashiro Shuji, who is 18 years old and a sorcerer for hire, working for Shiba Togo. Editor's note: CDI War Arc, The Curtain Rises. The chapter begins with Shiba enjoying yakisoba while discussing the Daten-Seki contained in a research facility on Tokyo's outskirts. Mashiro also criticizes Shiba for slurping his noodles loudly despite being a government agent. Shiba is also unsure about Shiba's friend, Kunishige, but Shiba reveals that the sword he gave Mashiro was forged by Kunishige. We delve into their childhood friendship, revealing that Kunishige underwent a brutal apprenticeship as a swordsmith at the age of 12, which nearly led him to quit. Ever since, Kunishige would frequently sneak out to Shiba's house. When Kunishige made mistakes, his swordsmith master would throw objects at him, sometimes resulting in Kunishige coming home with metal on his head that caused him to bleed out. The reason people haven't heard of Kunishige is that he doesn't sell swords. Mashiro speculates that since Kunishige is Shiba's friend, he might also be a freak. Shiba points out that Kunishige rarely leaves his forge, suggesting he might starve to death. Shiba even checks his refrigerator and notices the poor stock of eggs, meat, and vegetables, sighing at his friend's predicament. Mashiro gasps in horror as he discovers Kunishige lying face down on the floor, mistaking him for dead. However, his suspicions are quickly dispelled when Kunishige regains consciousness and asks who is in front of him. Shiba enters and inquires about Kunishige's condition, to which Kunishige nonchalantly replies that he simply passed out from hunger, as if it were an ordinary occurrence. He casually leans against the floor, seemingly unaffected by his predicament. Despite his apparent nonchalance, Kunishige's hunger quickly overcomes him, and he rises from the floor. He is drawn to the enticing aroma of yakisoba wafting from Shiba, but Shiba has already devoured all of it. Shiba promises to feed him after Kunishige examines the Daten-Seki. Mashiro expresses concern about Shiba entrusting Japan's most precious resource to a stranger. In a sudden burst of action, Kunishige throws the Daten-Seki down and shatters the glass vial, causing Mashiro to become nervous, but not Shiba. Kunishige remarks on the Daten-Seki's remarkable durability, which explains his impulsive throw. He seems to be trying to demonstrate its worth. Mashiro warns Kunishige against using spirit energy to strike the Daten-Seki, but Kunishige is already aware of this and focuses intently on the tiny rock. Kunishige observes that the Daten-Seki's particles emit a faint glow. He realizes that channeling any amount of spirit energy would charge the particles and cause them to explode. Even a small fragment of the Daten-Seki in Kunishige's fingers could potentially kill a whole human being. Mashiro is astounded that Kunishige comprehends everything instantly, while scientists spent considerable time and experimentation to arrive at Kunishige's discovery in mere seconds. Shiba boasts about his friend, and Mashiro acknowledges Shiba's keen eye for friends. Kunishige inquires about how he came across the Daten-Seki, and Shiba explains that it originated from the prophecy of Chiaki Soga. Chiaki is the elder sister of the future sword saint Okamura Soga and the future wife of Kunishige, making her the mother of Chihiro. It seems that Chihiro's mother possesses the sorcery of prophecy, and Kunishige already knows her and Okamura personally. Kunishige expresses interest in hearing her name. Kunishige ignites the stone with a low flame from his lighter, but it remains unaffected. Shiba suggests that Kunishige accompany them to Tokyo to instruct the scientists on how to utilize the Dadanseki. Kunishige declines, even when Shiba proposes that this will bring him fame or an opportunity to see Chiaki. However, what ultimately persuades Kunishige is Shiba's offer to treat him to lunch. Mashiro remains incredulous that they will bring Kunishige along, viewing him as a barbarian and believing that his exceptional eyesight alone is insufficient proof of his worth. Meanwhile, at the Dadanseki laboratory, Hasumi of the government's sorcery bureau anxiously awaits, aware that Shiba is evidently making some significant move. It appears that the sorcery bureau might be superior to the future Kaminabi, but lacks the resources to effectively manage the activities of sorcerers, who primarily operate in the criminal underworld. Hasumi assures someone that the facility is secure, as it's protected by a force field. Hasumi mentions that the scientists are urgently seeking the expertise of a swordsmith. Japan, a country renowned for its passion for swords, boasts over 2,000 swordsmiths, including some who are not widely recognized. However, the pinnacle of Japanese swordsmithing is achieved by 3 artisans known as the living treasures. Interestingly, this swordsmith is only a living treasure on the side, as his primary occupation is being a sushi chef. He took the day off to visit this facility. It turns out that this swordsmith is the 6th enchanted blade bearer introduced in the entire series. Subaru Yurita, a one-eyed sushi chef who is solely dedicated to making sushi. We have a hint of him when Shiba was eating sushi, and he was mentioned throughout the series. Chronologically, he is the first of the 6 enchanted blade bearers to be introduced in the CDI War Arc Editor's Note. A sushi chef. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.